What's good, y'all? It's Moynier on Epic CW, and we're here for, well, this is a bit of a special RC video. As you guys seen the title, RC goes full circle, no pun intended. I started this hobby 2 years ago, and I've had probably around 10-15 different RC cars. All of them have been really fun to race, really fun to rip around, really fun to modify, really fun to bash, really fun to smash. And I've learned a lot. Now, my first RC car that got me into the hobby, I actually watched Tom Lee RC. If you guys want to go check out his channel, he makes videos very similar in description and then recording the actual RC cars themselves. So go check him out. He had made some RC car videos. I checked him out, and I was very interested in RC beforehand, and I wanted to jump into it, but I didn't want to jump straight into it because I knew it was a really expensive hobby. So what I did was I bought a toy grade RC to really see if that piqued my interest enough for me to want to get an actual RC car. And of course it did. This was the toy grade RC car that I went ahead and bought. This was the best one that I could find at the store from my knowledge and what I had learned at the time. Now, obviously I learned after I bought this car that it sucks, but it was the best in the store. So it's it's actually not branded, it's Rock Force, but I'm not sure what the company is called. It's like Power Craze, Rock Force, something like that. But I went ahead and modified this car. Doesn't typically look like this. The roll cage will be a red color. The body panels will be all different types of colors and have different designs on it. But I had spray painted both the chassis and the body panels that are on the car. And I also added some stickers. You got a reflective sticker in the front. It's a little dusty, I'm sorry about that, but I just pulled it back out. And I drove this car about probably 6-7 times. It's not a bad car, it's not a bad vehicle to drive around. It did obviously get boring pretty quickly because I didn't modify the speed, the electronics. All I did was modify the colors. And so, basically, what makes this video a full circle video is I've done RC for a little while now on the channel, and I want to, lately I've been switching up my RC cars, what I've got for, what I usually drive around for videos, and I sold a couple of the more popular RC cars like the Rolarlo AK917. I have the Vendetta up for sale because I want to sell that one, because I have other cars that I want to modify up, really focus on for videos, and I don't want the Vendetta or the Arma, or not the Arma, the Rolarlo to get to a stage where I can't fix them, because I know the AK917 is really expensive to fix. So the parts come probably like 3 or 4 weeks out, and then you need to buy them basically every single time you break a piece off, which is every single time you take out the goddamn car. But I did manage to find a seller for that car, and I was trying to sell it, but instead of selling it, I was actually given a trade opportunity. So I found a car, or more specifically a rock bouncer, that looked very similar to this truck here. Now, I did make some modifications to it, and I will mention that in just a second when I show you guys this new car, but this is not an unboxing. I just wanted to go over this car that I picked up, and shouts out to you, my boy, if you're watching. I know this is the car that I picked up from you, and if you're watching, which I know you subscribe to Epic CW, shouts out to you again. But I did make a couple of swaps and a couple of modifications from this vehicle onto that vehicle there. So we're going to take a look at that. And 1 second. So we got the chassis, like I said, the orange and black with the red wheels. Now I thought that these wheels would look good because they do have a pretty decent grip. They're very, very solid compound. So I thought these would actually be good on the other trucks. So I went ahead and took these off, re-glued them onto a set of beadlock rims, and then put them on the new truck, which we'll take a look at. And then I also switched out, if you can see in here, there's a driver right here. Now this isn't the original helmet that it came with. This is actually the helmet that I got from the other car. And again, this is the toy hobby grade one. Obviously it's no cheap plastic, but this one is the helmet that I switched off from this, and I put the toy grade helmet onto the other RC car that was the Rock Bouncer because I thought that it looked better. It's the purple color, and it's a little bit bigger than this one here, and you can see a little guy in there. So I might sell this off at some point. I'm not sure. Or I might just keep it on the shelf and run it from time to time. Who knows? But we're gonna take a look at that other vehicle in just a second. So unfortunate news. I ordered the parts for the tires that I needed to switch over for the rims, but they're the wrong size. Here's the car right here. Clearly this is not the correct size rims, so can't use it. But this is what we're focused on today here. We've got nice aluminum shock absorbers and springs, metal springs. I believe they're oiled as well. We got a Rock Bouncer here. This is the Axial Yeti. Now this is a discontinued model, but I was able to pick one up from a guy who sells one on Facebook Marketplace. I traded him my Rolalo for it. And this is what I was talking about with the purple head. Switch that over from the Rock Force, and I wanted to switch over the tires. I'll switch them over eventually, but these are the tires we're rocking now. They are very nice. Suspension's really nice on this. I can only show you guys outside in action, so I'll take this outside. We'll get some footage of it, and I'll see if we can get some first-person shots. If not, that's all right, but we will eventually get some first-person shots of this. And yeah, I mean, this reminded me of the first RC that I got officially as an introduction into the hobby, and I'm really excited for it. So let's take it out, see how it performs. All right, we've got the 2S Shorty LiPo in, car's on, let's go. Let's do a couple jumps. Oh man, this thing flies. Ooh. Doing a nice control with one hand. Oh, there goes the head. I want to see really how high I can jump this thing. Oh. Y'all check out this area. For those who have been fans of the channel for a little while, you might remember this place, but I've never taken you over here. This is a secret, secluded rock bouncer track that we are going to be taking the Axial Yeti on right now in first person. Let's go do it. We'll call it a day. Take it back to the garage. This car is mental. I took it right in from bashing it just a couple of seconds ago. Ran through the entire Shorty 2-pack, put the 3-pack in right before we went out to the second area with the rocks, and worked perfect. This thing goes, I don't even know how fast it went. I didn't put a GPS in it yet. Maybe another idea for another video. But first person cam with this, awesome, amazing. I love how the car looks, its suspension, and like I said, you can only experience it firsthand, the suspension on this thing. I mean, just take a look at that. That is $700 suspension right there. Now, I had run this as a test when I bought the vehicle, again, from the guy on Facebook. Thanks again, man, if you're watching. And these blue bars here were the same type of aluminum orange bars, but when I bashed on 3S, it hit one of the rocks and it broke, so I had to replace that. I would have had the video out a lot earlier, but had to replace that. I think these blue aluminum shocks, or shock compressors, I guess, are a lot better than the orange ones because they don't have the gaps in it. Where it could be weaker. And yeah, so it's a discontinued car. You can't pick it up unless you get it from somebody, but the Axial Yeti 1/10. Not much more I can say. Just, you know, this video is proof of how insanely awesome this car is. And I mean, I'm definitely gonna have fun with it from time to come. So if y'all enjoyed, leave a like and subscribe on this video. I'm Wanye from Epic CW, now on X and YouTube, and I'm out. Peace.